questions, then we're good to go. So it looks like we are live. And post. Yep, and we are good to go. Fantastic. I'm back for interview number 2, the Negro League Baseball, Marketplace. I keep getting this wrong, so I got it right this time. Art card competition for the Josh Gibson MVP, Josh Gibson 20 MVP campaign, and I'm excited to bring a friend of the podcast back, Jamie Thomas. Jamie, how you doing?
Good, man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
So obviously we've had you on the show before when we did the fundraiser about that. Do you want to give us a quick up to speed what you've been doing the last couple of months, and how well did you do for the campaign? Did it raise your profile at all?
Yeah, campaign really jacked up my my social media on all accounts, through Instagram, Twitter, and even on Facebook. I got some local media attention, which was really cool. And I had a couple of MLB celebrities kind of retweet my stuff, so it was really neat. I only sold one of my cards, but the other 3 we're looking to do something for the museum in the near future. I got to talk to Tad about that, but it was a huge success in terms of growth for all my social media pages.
That's great. That was, I think a lot of people saw an increased momentum with that, and even we did. Like I said, we have more people interested in baseball in Scotland than they ever knew there was baseball in Scotland.
Oh, that's great, man. That's what it's all about.
So yeah, so it was a positive outcome for all of us here. So we were talking a bit before the show. You were saying that you're busy. So obviously your business has grown quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure. This time last year I was just getting going, and I've been able to market my stuff a lot better with the growth that I've had, and what I've seen over the past 8 months is now I see collectors coming back to me for repeat customers. My prices have gone up just due to the demand, and it's not slowing down. So for me, it's just been busy. Like right now I'm booked right through August, and now I'm looking to book into September, and I'm hoping to grow that commissions list a little bit larger, and then eventually hopefully that'll lead me to do this on a full-time basis.
Which is amazing. Like you said, that we were talking off air, that was the eventual goal. You're just doing it 20 years beforehand.
Yeah. This was a goal for early retirement, kind of do it in my 60s, work on my portfolio, have enough stuff so that by the time I was in my 60s, I could, have this big portfolio to show. And here we are 20 years early to the game. So I'm more than happy, and I'm ecstatic with the growth. I'm happy with everyone that's come out to collect my stuff and ask me for the 101s and custom requests. So I'm super happy with it.
You're also, if I understand this correctly, you were a Beckett cover artist. Did this happen between when we talked to you now and now?
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to talk with Beckett during that time. I was in the January edition of Beckett, the sports artist issue that basically highlighted all of the sports artists of today right now. Not all of them, but some of them. And I got to talking, and they asked me if I was interested in doing a cover for their hockey magazine, and I said, yeah, absolutely. Let me know who you want, and I'll get it done for you. And so I managed to squeeze in the Patrick Kane last month's Hockey Beckett cover. So and I have prints available of that I'm going to be launching soon, as well as I still have some magazines and signed magazines that we're going to be doing for giveaways. And if anybody wants to purchase one, they're still available. And I was lucky enough for a 3rd time this year. I'm in this month's baseball edition. I have a 3-page spread in this month's baseball edition that features great artists like Paul Janis and Justin Ferrano. There's a lot of new artists that I'd never even seen before. So it's a privilege and an honor, and completely humbled to be a part of all that.
That's amazing. You know what? I can't get a Beckett out here. I'm gonna have to go and have my brother go get some, and we'll absolutely go and see what's going on there. Because again,
Well, we'll have to send you one. I gotta,
okay, I'll do that.
you
We can work on a trade. That will obviously work. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a Beckett since the '90s. So
I bet, yeah, they're probably like gold out there. I bet, eh?
You don't find much out there. I don't know if you saw the picture I posted earlier on my Bubba account, but in the charity shops, I found a job that said I used to be a millionaire, and until my mom threw out my baseball cards. And
yeah, I love that shirt.
I was like, I can't believe I found this in a charity shop in Scotland. I was just like, that is wild.
Yeah, I saw that today, and I was like, this is amazing. And of all places out there to see that,
yeah.
Like, is cards, are they big out there? Like I would assume like maybe like soccer or
so it varies. So it goes again. Soccer is obviously the most popular, but a lot of people do it. So you get your sticker books. You get like a Panini sticker book, and you would fill your team out. And that was how people got kind of into collecting. So you wouldn't actually collect the cards. You would actually just use stickers and put them in the book there. And you would try to do like a World Cup book. And with the Euros are now, so I know people are trading stickers for that. So you wouldn't actually collect it, but it's become a thing. NBA cards, absolutely. It's a huge NBA thing out that way. And of course, with all this crop of rookies the last couple of years, you know, it's absolutely huge. And so you see a lot of that. And then, because again, it's for a while now. NFL cards, it's still really popular, but it's baseball cards are probably the least popular. And we won't even talk about hockey.
It doesn't exist.
It does exist. Yeah. I've got a great hockey story. Like I said, I don't know how long you'll be on, but I'll tell my hockey story really quick. So this was the Seahawks Green Bay football match where they recovered the onside kick and ended up winning it. The pub closed now. We went to another pub to celebrate the Seahawks win, and a couple sees us because I'm wearing all my Seahawks stuff. And hey, go Seahawks! All right. And we started chatting, and the lady goes, "Oh, where are you guys from?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm from Pittsburgh." And I talked to him, and he plays, I guess, professional hockey in the UK, which is a thing. It's not a big thing, but he played from Belfast. And so we got chatting, and she's like, "Oh, I'm from Pittsburgh." I was like, "Oh, we can't be friends. Like, there's just no way. You guys cheated in that Super Bowl. We should have won that. The refs blew the game." And we had a bit of banter. Had an absolute blast chat with her. We tell him, "Hey, good to see you. Enjoy your time in Edinburgh," because he was here for a game. They leave. Next day happened, or 2 days later, I go into work. I see the guy's picture in the paper. Oh, okay. And I said, "Oh, I better Google him, see if he's any good or not." All right, he was pretty decent, for a while, and I was like, okay, and there was a link to his wife, and I was like, okay. So it turns out she was Bill Cowher's daughter.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, so they must have had a huge laugh at my expense, knowing that I was talking shit about her dad.
Oh, that's a great story.
So you never know who you run into.
No. I've always thought, like, I wonder how many times I've been walking through the mall or down the street, walking behind or beside somebody that was famous. It probably happened a million times, but you never know.
Exactly. No. So, you get people kind of like, it's like a basketball player, you're going to stand out. Like I said, and somebody's built like a linebacker, you're going to notice. You're going to think,
who's that guy?
Why is this guy 6'7" and look like he could rip me in half? Like, what does he do? So funny enough, you say that. I got another story. Like there was a Buddhist monk walking up and down the street, and I was like, "Is that the Dalai Lama?" So why would the Dalai Lama be walking around by himself in Scotland, and let alone why would he not have bodyguards? And it turns out it was the Dalai Lama.
Oh wow!
So it was one of our customers was a minister. And he was going to visit them. He was trying to find his house, and he happened to come in. He's like, I just had the Dalai Lama over yesterday.
Holy crap!
It was like so the Dalai Lama just cruises around by himself, just
hanging out,
hanging out. Yeah, I would assume there would be like bodyguards or whatnot. No, it was just him by himself in his orange robe, and it was like, why would?
Jeez.
So it had some interesting stories. But yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you never know who you're walking. I've got another story, but we'll save that for another time. But yes, so we've gotten way off topic. That right. So who are you working on now? What are you working on these days? What is there anything you can talk about right now? Or have you got anything
Yeah.
you're commissioned?
Oh
Love to
yeah.
hear
No,
about it.
I'm right now at this. I can't really talk about who it's for or what I'm doing with, but I'm working on a project, an NFT project with three other artists, and we're all doing our own individual pieces of work for an NHL goaltender that's going to be turned into a pretty unique NFT project, and it's going to be marketing. There's going to be marketing behind it and everything. So I'm just finishing that up. Should be done by next Wednesday, and then I'm right back into commissions. And
Right. Okay.
right now, I'm looking for opportunities to work with professional leagues. I want to continue the relationship with the NLB marketplace. Tad's a great guy, and I really enjoy working on the projects that they have getting going. So, I'm hoping to just continue to be a part of that and what they have to offer. And that's basically it. Just trying to build that commission list up and try to leave, the day job in the dust.
Well, see, it's interesting you brought up NFTs. What's your thought about those? Are you pro NFT? Or are you kind of like, well, it's a new area to explore?
Yeah, for me, it's I don't really understand them. I think we're really early in the game for a lot of it. The project that I'm working on though is a really exciting one, and one that I really felt like I could get behind and support. Not that I don't support other NFTs. It's just when it was presented to me, I wanted to work on it regardless. But then when they basically set out the game plan and the structure to it, I was like, yeah, no, sign me up immediately. I think it's early, but I think that there still needs to be something tangible behind them. I think when you have something tangible, something in their hands, especially for our generation, I like to have that trading card in my hand. I like to have that I like to own the DVD. I like to own the video game. I'm not, I like to open up the case, to have it. And so like the digital stuff, well, it's convenient. It doesn't feel like I actually have it. So I think that there's still some learning curve, especially for our generation. The younger generation probably gets it a lot better than we would. But I want that piece of artwork to hang on my wall. I want to walk by it and look at. I personally, it's if I have it on my wall, but I also own it on the phone. That's something that I can get behind, and that's kind of what this project is all about. Is not only having it in a digital version, but also having the equal tangible version that you can carry around with you and display in your personal collection or on your wall.
I should say, have you seen the NFT display from Infinite Objects? I believe was the company called.
No, I haven't.
So they did it with NBA Top Shot, and it was
Okay.
basically kind of like a digital. It was kind of like an iPad kind of thing, but it was framed nicely, so you could watch it, and then you actually turn around and see your card that way.
Yeah,
And that was
cool.
it. But and that was kind of like, okay, I get that. Like I said, I could get behind that. Like I said, I
Hmm.
do want something physical in my hand, but I
Yeah,
think that's just because I'm a collector. Like I said, I've
yeah,
got
yeah.
cards everywhere. And I want my cards in my hand.
For sure, for sure.
And I've talked to another tops artist and who works on the digital side of things. And he goes, you have to look at things from, say, not a personal collector, but from a corporate collector.
Hmm.
And they would say, look, they would go and buy these NFTs to display in their hotels or their
Yeah,
business offices, like that there. So like, okay, I can kind of wrap my head around it.
yeah, yeah. And I see the vision of it. I do see the vision of it. I think for me, even digital art. I recently picked up an iPad with Procreate and I started messing around with it. And I need to feel the paints. I have to feel the pencil. I have to touch the pastels. It has, like, for me, I can still use it and I will use it. And I've got a lot of ideas that I want to use with it because I feel as though it's definitely something I can put into like my my backpack of tricks when I make my artwork, and I see the benefits to it. But going forward, it's something I still have to learn. So it's definitely a learning curve. But yeah, being a collector when I was a kid, I definitely would want to have that card. But I could see why corporate people would want that for sure, like bigger corporations. My lights keep going out. Don't mind.
Hey, don't worry about it. Remember, like, this goes down as a podcast
It's
as
the
well.
sensors, right? Yeah. Don't mind me. We're cheap on the hydro around here. Keeps you active.
Yeah, I agree with you. And then, the New Jersey Devils were the first team for the NHL to come out with NFTs.
Yeah, really.
So I know we cover that on my other show, Tea and Tops, and we cover kind of what's going on in the trading card world. And so we were interested to see if anything else was going to pick up there, because we bought a bunch of NFTs through Tops when they released the Series 1, and then we'll see. Bitcoin died out, and we'll see if there's a Series 2 or not.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. I mean, everything is going to rebound. I think that you have to be in it for the long haul. You can't be in it. There's a lot of people I think that are in it for the short gains, and similar to like Project 2020. You saw people in it just for those short-term gains, and then once the market exploded, they got out real quick. And you have to be in it for the long haul. It's sort of like an investment for yourself in the future. So that's how I feel.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, you brought up the Project 2020. I apparently, it's the Blake Jameson, Mark McGuire card. The one of one still has not been found. I think there's like 80,000 of them produced. It's sitting in someone's box.
Yeah, sitting there somewhere.
Yeah, and there was a price for that. It was you were supposed to get flown out and have spend a day with Blake and watch him paint like that. So someone's gonna find that like 10 years down the road. I missed out on that.
For sure. Yeah.
So. All right. Well, let's talk about your card here. Since we brought you on the show to that, let me go share the screen here, and you can tell us and walk us through your card, and tell us your. Let's see. There we go. All right. Cool. So tell us your inspiration behind the card, and just kind of the thought process you did when you put it all together.
Okay, so originally I was actually going to do a trifold booklet.
Oh, wow.
I always go these big, huge projects, and then my wife has to kind of slap me back into sense and go, you can't do that. You don't have enough time. So I had originally had a trifold booklet that was basically going to feature 3 different poses. The larger pose of him kind of laughing, smiling in the background, the crouching pose, and then there was going to be a batting pose. One of the cards was going to be digitally designed. The other card was going to be, which was what this card art competition was it was going to be fully card art. So I had a whole bunch of stuff that I was going to put together. And then the third design was going to be the crouch design, where I was going to actually draw him on a larger scale on this actual card. And that would be the middle of the card. And just for one reason or another, it didn't come through. I'm planning on finishing eventually one day. But for the competition, because I've been so busy with the NFT project, I wasn't able to put together. So basically I said, okay, you know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the 2 main designs that I was going to digitally design and draw together into one card. And I've been doing a lot of these lately. I did Fernando Tatis Jr. for a client, and a Ken Griffey Jr. They're both on my Instagram. And I really like the designs of the way that these cards are. It gives you that raw emotion in some of the cards that I've done before. And this here, I had spoken with Sean Gibson on an occasion before, and he just talked about how his great grandfather was just a great guy overall. And I could tell how passionate he was about his family. And you can tell how loving Sean is, and how proud of his heritage and as proud of his great grandfather he is. So I wanted to do him in a suit, but I just couldn't find a decent, there's not a lot of photographs out there of Josh, unfortunately. So I couldn't find one that I felt that would best depict who he was as a person and be able to combine the 2 images. And then when I stumbled upon the the larger background image, I thought, oh, this is perfect. You can see how great of a person he's, big huge smile on his face, and just having a great time playing baseball, and you could tell he's a happy human being. And while I was doing it, I don't know, I wanted to get the MVP in there somewhere, so I just decided, I'll put it in his hat, just nonchalantly. I'll etch it in his hat up there. And then while I was doing the smaller image in his Grays jersey, the stats had just come out. It was 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Yeah, I think it was Monday.
Yeah, and I thought, this is great. You know what? I was just inspired. I'm gonna have to put that in somehow. And so I just, I was doing his jersey the other day, and I thought, how can I integrate some of his stuff? And I thought, I'm going to put the Hall of Fame logo in there. You can see above his left, on his left shoulder, 72, the year that he was put in. This 12-time All-Star, 3-time batting title, and 2-time Triple Crown. So it was just something that it just all came together. And I'm really proud of it. I wanted to do grayscale. I grew up as a graphite artist, doing grayscale, and I used to do Babe Ruth and Willie Mays and Hank Aaron and Joe DiMaggio and all the older guys. And I just loved the graphite, and I thought, what the heck, I'm going to do this in graphite because it brings me back to when I was a kid. The reason why I started artwork, and all the artwork I did when I was a kid was baseball stuff. I love baseball so much growing up. And so I said, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And this is my newly released card. I've only done 3 of these cards. And actually on the back of the card this year, when I did my design, I left a little area to number the cards. And so they all have to be hand numbered, obviously, because these are printed out and cut beforehand. But I numbered the card number 20 for the number that Josh wore when he played. So it's just all of it tying in together. I'm just really proud of it.
It's amazing work done. I don't even want to guess how many hours it took you to get that thing done there. Is the back of the card, is it on your Instagram? Can we see it there?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's on my Instagram. Is that up? It should be an up-to-date Instagram if you refresh that.
Hold on.
The lights just keep going out on me.
Don't worry about it. It's a podcast, webcast.
It's saying I'm lazy. You need to get up, Jamie. There it is.
There you go. There's the back of the card.
So yeah, you can see the back of it. So down in the bottom left-hand side, you can see number 20. It's got my hologram on it. It's got my verbiage. And it's a 101. I'm really happy about the way that these cards turned out. So
cool. So we talked about this before we got there. So obviously you've created your own authenticity, and you obviously get the Josh Gibson Foundation authenticity.
Yeah.
How hard was that for you to come up with that process there? I mean, was it something that came fairly easily, or did you have to go and really work at it to get that done?
Which one are you referring to, in the back of the card, or?
Yeah, that is it, because you were working on the Premier Black label. That was your own label there, and doing that kind of authenticity. Say, all right, this is it. And you talked about your hologram back there, because I say again, I think you were kind of the first person that I know that was doing it.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to add something that would really drive a collector to say that they wanted my cards. They want a Jamie Thomas original as opposed to someone else. I really had to stand out, and I thought, okay, well, what can I do? The one thing I loved about Upper Decks cards when they came out growing up, and even to this day, was they had those little holograms on the back, little tiny ones. And I always wanted a hologram for myself, just to show that, hey, this is authentic. You can't just get a card somewhere else and say, oh yeah, no, Jamie Thomas did this. I want them to be collectible. I want people to want them. And so when I developed the logo, I actually developed the logo with my wife. She helped me out with the design. And we decided to get the hologram done. And it just added that extra touch of authenticness, if that's even a word, but you know that when you get this and you can shine that hologram in the light, it's going to shine, it's going to glow. And then we also added a secondary certificate that comes along with the cards when you buy them.
Mhm.
So for this particular card, not only are you going to get a hologram, but you're going to get a COA from my company, and you're going to get a COA from the Josh Gibson Foundation as well. And then they all come, obviously they get shipped in a one touch with my branded packaging, and I have a branded sticker that goes over the one touch like you'd see in Project 2020.
Absolutely.
And a sticker that goes in the corner of my logo.
So
It was
that's
just
really
something
cool.
to stand out above everybody else. I wanted somebody to say, man, I really need that.
Yeah, you want to pop. You want to get that in the mail and open it up and go, oh wow,
Yeah.
this is awesome. I can't even wait to open it to see what exactly was in there. And I think you've absolutely nailed it.
Yeah,
It
thank
looks
you.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And I absolutely agree with the upper deck. It was cool to have the hologram on the back of the
Yeah.
card and the hologram sticker. I still got a bunch of those. I love them.
Yeah, no, they're cool. That's basically where the holograms came from, man. I was like, I have to have one ever since I was a little kid, and they're not easy to come by. I had to search everywhere to get this done. So,
Gosh, yeah. Was it that? Is it hard to track that? I mean, I guess you would actually know someone upper deck to call and be like, "Hey, where do you get this done?" But I guess it might be one of those company secrets. They don't tell those things.
yeah, no, then nobody will tell you. Nobody will tell you where they get the. I got mine done by a letterpressman, in a local company, and he's like the only one in like where I'm from that does this, and they're not cheap. So, so you got to buy them in bulk. Make sure you get a lot.
Wow. Okay. Huh. I guess I've never known. Like I said, I've never actually thought about how the process works to do something like that. There, I'm still amazed when people did the foils on the Project 2020 cards itself. I'm
Yeah,
like, where do
those
you
are
find this
cool.
stuff? I have no idea
Oh
what you're
no.
doing.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards like there's cards that I've seen. I'm like, how do you do that? Tell me how you do it. Look, I'll trade you secrets. You tell me yours, I'll tell you mine. What do you want to know?
But
I'm an open book. I don't care.
that's really funny because I did. Someone was doing the foils, and I was like, "Where do you? I don't even know. Do you look on eBay for rainbow foil paper that goes on
Yeah,
top of
pretty
it?"
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, vinyl. Yeah, it's like a rabbit hole. I could go in a rabbit hole as to figure out like there's a lot of people use a Cricut Maker to do their stuff. Like I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but
No, I was
it's
gonna ask you what exactly is a cricket maker.
yeah, it's basically like a cutting machine for you. Like basically, you can go into the newer ones are better because you can go into if you have any skills in Photoshop, you can make your own stencils, you can make your own silhouettes, the whole works,
Mhm.
and then import them into the program. The company's called Cricut, and then basically the Cricut will just cut everything out for you, like your holograms. Like I have foils, I have all that stuff. I
Right.
just haven't again, it comes down to, do you have the time to do it?
Absolutely.
And so that kind of is a cool thing to add to the cards. I'm pretty sure there's some card artists out there, like I think Ken Carl uses I think he uses some Cricut stuff and does his foils that way. And I've seen some other guys doing card art, and it's fantastic stuff. It's really cool. It adds an extra element to your cards for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think I don't have a Michaels I can just kind of rock up to.
Yeah.
Go
Oh, I
look
don't.
all this stuff
Yeah.
out here. You
Well, I'm
know,
in Canada. They don't sell everything up here either, right? So
ah,
like I've got to order a lot of my stuff online where it's only like online exclusives. Like I wish I lived in the US just so I could get all the sweet stuff they got down there. But Canada, it's only limited.
you know what? We've had a conversation with Lauren Taylor on my other show, and she said the same thing. She said it is
Yeah.
so annoying, but she's just 20 miles from the U.S. border, and
Yeah.
the town there is literally just like mailboxes for all the Canadian citizens to get their
Yeah.
stuff shipped there, and
Oh
then
yeah.
and
Yeah.
then just go with their car and jack everything in the back of the trunk and take it all there and just go once a
Yeah.
month. And she said, yeah, it's super annoying because apparently Canadian Post is really really slow.
Oh yeah, and it's really expensive. Like it's horrible. Like I used to send something like in Ontario, the province I live in. Like I used to be able to send a package for like $7, and it cost me like $15 now.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
holy crap. Like it's doubled. It's doubled in like the last 8 months. So it's the price of doing business, but you know, I said my stuff, all my stuff gets sent out in North America with shipping included. So when you buy a card from me, you get your shipping, you get your one touch, you get the packaging, the COA, the hologram, the card, the whole works. Internationally, unfortunately, I have to charge for extra for the tracking because it's so expensive.
It's
The
expensive.
fact that I sent a card to Switzerland not too long ago,
Uh-huh.
and it cost me $11 to just send, I believe, a small packet air, and it took like 3 months to get there.
Yeah.
So I said, from now, I had a gentleman contact me last night from Slovakia, and he said, "Will you ship to me?" And I said, "Yeah, but you got to pay for the track shipping."
Yeah.
Like I don't mind doing it, and it's expensive. It's like $40 to $60 to
Yep.
ship from Canada there. So, but if you want the card, then I guess you're not. You either have to wait 3 months for it to get to you, or you just pay the extra. So
Absolutely. I mean, I do the same thing with my shop. I said I send everything tracked now. Like I said,
yeah,
if it's going overseas, it's got to be tracked. So
yep,
like I
yeah,
said, like I just peace of mind. If it gets lost, it's covered. You don't have to worry about it there. But
yeah.
I literally had a customer buy a Project 70 card, and it got lost in the post for 6 weeks.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
exactly. And I'm
brutal.
going, look, man. Like I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it.
Well,
And
this guy that I did his card for, he contacted me and contacted me and contacted me, and eventually I said, "Look, here's the thing. I'm booked up until like at this time it was like August. I said I'm booked into August. So here's what I'll do for you. Let's give it till August. I'll pencil you in on my schedule. And if it doesn't arrive by August, then I'll just do another one for you." I said, "But you're going to have to pay the extra for the track shipping." And he said, "No problem." And sure enough, I think 2 weeks later it showed up. So I was
thank
like,
God
"Oh,
it did.
sweet." Yeah, I was like, "Thank God." Yeah. Somebody was looking over for me.
Everything's taken forever over here.
Yeah.
Well, my last shipment, everything got out fairly quickly, but yeah, I had stuff go missing for like 3 weeks, and I had like 10 customers pissed off. So
Oh yeah. It
I can
happens,
totally
man.
commiserate how it's going.
It happens. Like, what do you do, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's kind
it's
of
out of your control, and that's, I think that the biggest thing, especially for us in doing this now. One of the things that I have to say is that it's all about being legitimate. You don't want anybody to think that you're not going to send them the stuff, right?
Mhm.
That you don't want customers and clients thinking that, well, you're trying to scam them, because that word gets thrown around a lot.
Yep.
And that's the key to having tracking. And for me, I learned my lesson just with that. Luckily I didn't have to give the guy his card. It wasn't about the money. I don't care. I'll refund his money. It's the disappointment that the gentleman didn't get his card.
Yep.
And he's really looking forward to it. And not only that, it was interesting enough that the message that he sent me back, he's like, "Now I trust that this works, so I'll get more from you." So
Oh,
that's the key
fantastic.
right there, right? Is that, hey, they have your trust. They know that you're not a scammer. They know that they can trust to get their items. So going forward, we'll at least we know going forward to make sure that the money is paid for the tracking.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Cool. All right. We're gonna. I'm gonna ask you one more question, then we'll
yeah,
we'll call it a night, so you can go back and finish up your Friday and do that there. But I got you a hockey question.
sure.
All right, because again, so I have to like hockey come October. Kraken, what
Yeah,
can
the
we do to be
Kraken.
good? Come on,
Yeah,
tell me about my Kraken.
I don't know much about that.
No one knows much about the Kraken. We got a name.
They got a
That's about
perfect record so far. I
it.
don't
Yeah.
know. I think they're going to do well. I think they're going to do well in the expansion draft, the lottery draft. I think they're going to. I mean, the thing with the NHL is they want their new teams to succeed.
Yeah.
Because look at Vegas. I mean, Vegas has been in the finals once already, and they've been in the the Western, like I guess the semis. This year's there's no conferences; it's just the semis. But I think they've been in them 3 of the last 4 years or something like that. So
Mhm.
I mean, that success. Look at Vegas. If you see Vegas, if you watch Vegas, their fans are nuts. They're absolutely insane. They're into hockey, and I mean they're playing hockey in like the desert. Like, who would have thought that, right? So when people say hockey, they think of Canada, Russia, Finland, Sweden. That's where you think of hockey. You don't think of hockey in Las Vegas or Florida.
Yeah.
And if you look at you got 2 of the 4 teams that are left in the finals here, the East and West finals, the two of them are, one's in Florida and the other one's in Vegas. So, I mean, I think it's fantastic for hockey. And now that Seattle's got a team, that's just another good thing. And I think they're going to do well in the draft.
Cool. All right. Yes,
I don't know who they're going to take because no names are out yet, but yeah, I'm excited to see it. I really am.
I just want the merch. That's all I'm really after.
You won't be able to get it over there, will you? You have to order it in.
So I can. It's just really expensive because basically they oh right, it's a $60 hoodie. We'll make that 60 quid, and then then we'll charge you tax on top of it. So luckily with my store, I'm all right because I get everything shipped to my place that I have, and then get shipped over that way. So I don't have to worry about it too bad. But I mean, gosh, you're talking about most of the stuff we get over here. You got to factor in a third or the fourth of that cost is just the price of getting it shipped over here.
Oh, for sure.
So
yeah, expensive, right?
It's not cheap, that's for sure. But you know, you do what you do, and everyone kind of puts up with it, and you know.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you, man. I'm the same way. I'm getting stuff like some of the art supplies that I have to order are coming from Great Britain right now.
Right.
And it's $1.70 for every dollar that I spend, right? So for me, I'm ordering some new pencils, and I'm like, because I can't get them in Canada yet, and it's going to cost me like twice as much. But even if they brought them here, it's still going to cost me the same amount. So I don't mind spending the money, right? Because they're going to be like, for one pencil, it'll be like $6. And so when you do the exchange, it works out to be the same. So it is what it is, right? If you need the stuff, you need it.
Yeah, exactly.
Going, this guy pays $6 for a pencil. Does he know he can get 6 for $1?
Yeah.
They're not the same.
So I have a pair. So after we did the whole thing, I started doing some card at my own. I was talking to Collage Baseball, and I was like, right, my cutting supplies suck. Oh, my scissors are terrible. Yeah. I was like, what do you use? He's like, right, there's these high-end Japanese scissors.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah.
How much are they? What are they, like $100 for a pair of scissors?
They were 25 pounds, which is equivalent to $40 US. That's
a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like, I can't believe I spent that much money. But you know what? They are the best scissors I've ever owned.
Oh, yeah. I paid $45 for a pencil sharpener.
Yeah, wow.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. Don't tell my wife.
No, she's not. She's not watching the show, as far as I can tell.
No, she's. You know what the funny thing is about that is that she's the one who says, "Go get it, go get it, go get it," and she'll be like, "Look, I found this thing." Like she bought me like a $400 set of 4 paintbrushes or 5 paintbrushes. I'm like, are you crazy? She said, no. Look at these are cool. She was more into it than me, and I was like, holy crap. The stuff that she's bought me over the years, honestly, when I was just doing it for a hobby. Yeah. I use it every day. It's like my most favorite tool. Like I have this stuff for my paints that cleans my brushes, and the thing has got to be like 13 years old, and I just love it. I just love it. Yeah. So gotta find a woman that supports, man. Or if you're a female artist, you gotta find a man.
But yeah, absolutely. If you buy good quality stuff, it's gonna last forever. And I think sure. Over here, people forget that, and I know it's the same way in the States as well. Oh, yeah. In North America, where you know it's the fashion, and you know get it in, get it out, and not have to worry about it again. But yeah, it's definitely worth to spend the money on the quality stuff because you know you're gonna get it. So
for sure.
Cool. All right, Jamie, let's wrap it up. Where can people find your artwork?
On Instagram at Jamie Thomas Studios. On Twitter, Legacy Sports Art, or I have a secondary Twitter page because I need a backup apparently. So it's Jamie T Studios is the backup. On my website, legacysportsart.com, and on Facebook, feel free to friend me, Jamie Thomas Studios. Yeah, that's Brilliant. It, man. Yeah, right, man. Obviously on NLB Marketplace.
Oh, obviously,
because my card will be up for sale for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll find out over there.
Don't forget to vote, Jamie.
Don't forget to vote. As I said, it's already taken off already. Yeah. There's a lot of people that are following that.
Awesome, man.
All right, let's stick around for a sec. We'll say bye, everyone, real quick, and we'll close the show. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Next week we have some big names on the show. So I won't tell you who it is, but I'm excited. A few of the artists we had last time. So everyone, enjoy your weekend. Stay safe.